So this workout will start with two-handed clean squat. I'll show you from the side position and then I'll turn and show you from the front position. So from here, you're going to have the bell directly in between the heels. You're going to do a two-handed clean. So make sure you take all the slack out of your body. Spine should be straight, weight should be loaded in the heels, belly button's pulled in so that transverse abdominis is engaged, and then our chest is lifted. From this position, drive our hips, bring the bell to the racked position. Once we have that racked position, inhale, spine stays straight as we drop our hips towards the ground, drive through the heels, come back out of that squat, drop down, bell back to the floor. So get everything engaged, two-handed clean, come up into your racked position. Big breath in as we drop down. Weight stays in the heel, chest stays elevated, spine stays straight. We're going to stay in our heels to get that good glute engagement coming out of the squat. Bell goes back down to the floor. Re-clean the bell. Inhale as we drop into that squat. Keep your belly button pulled in hard. Don't relax at the bottom of the squat. Use your glutes to come out of the squat. Reset to go again. From there, we'll grab a bell, a couple bell sizes heavier to practice doing some heavy swings. Now, the biggest thing to remember as the bell gets heavier, all the mechanics of the swing apply, but the thing that tends to happen is people tend to hyperextend more. So get your feet grounded, make sure you have a good root in the feet, good grip on the floor, and then make sure engage the core, glutes, stop in your vertical position at the top of your swing. Don't get into this habit where you're hyperextending and pulling your shoulders back from your hips. So start with the bell out in front of you, get set back on the heels, tip the bell towards you, belly button pulled in, chest elevated, hike back, and drive into that swing. Be patient, let the bell come back to you before hinging. The last exercise that we're going to do, we'll go back to our lighter weight. We'll hold the bell in the opposite hand of the leg that we will be using. So the leg that will be going back will be the same side as the bell that we're holding, but we'll be activating from the shoulder on the holding on the bell side across down to the floor. So we're trying to force our body to keep square instead of allowing the body to rotate as we're doing this single leg deadlift. So you want to get your balance, belly button's in, chest is up, shoulder blade is retracted. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start to hinge. You apply a little bit of bent knee, but keep the weight back into the heel. Hinge over towards the floor, and then use your butt and your hamstring to drive back up. The whole time you're doing this, your spine stays straight. Apply those principles of the quad plank. Belly button's pulled in, chest is lifted. We're going to go into hip extension, not by pulling our shoulders up, by driving through the feet and bringing the hip back forward. So don't think about pulling the shoulders back, think about pushing the hip back into extension. When you, I'll show from the other side, right? So here, as I fall forward, the other thing to be aware of is make sure that you're not spiraling your leg towards your midline. I want to think about using my hips to come into extension.